Hi, welcome. This is your instructor for Management 7300, Human Resource Management Strategies. And I wanted to take this opportunity to give you a guided tour of the course shell so you're familiar with how the course looks and operates. And so let's take a look and see here. You'll see that the home page or the landing page where you first come in to the course is always the announcements. And so you'll always see the latest announcements here. You can, of course, scroll down and see later announcements. I do send out announcements through email, so you should see them there also. Just a note that it is critically important that you use your governor's state email in this class. The announcements will be sent out through that email. Communications with me and with your classmates require that you use your governor's state email. If you have another system that you prefer to use, like Google's email or Yahoo's or whoever, then you need to have your governor's state email forwarded to that account. Otherwise, you need to access your governor's state. Personally, I have many different email accounts that I check every day, and so it's not an issue for me. But if you don't like to have multiple accounts, then you either need to use your governor's state or have your governor's state forwarded to the one that you like. If you look along the left-hand side of the screen here, you'll see the main menu, and that gives you all the different areas. You'll see at the top there's general course information, and of course the announcements is the home page, so you can always go there. Next time you'll see there's a tab for instructor, and that gives you just quick information about me. My email's right there, my work phone number, my office location and office hours. Also, please note that I do here give you my cell phone number and invite you to call me if you have a question, as long as your call is not before 9 a.m. or after 9 p.m. I also here you'll see I have my LinkedIn profile and welcome you to send me an invite to link in with you through LinkedIn. The third tab down here you will see is the tabs for the syllabus and the schedule. And so you should be currently familiar with the syllabus and the schedule. They're highly detailed. You should take the time to read them thoroughly, and I recommend that you print them both off. In particular, the schedule is like a weekly checklist. It tells you everything that you have to do each week, each module in this class. And so I think it's best practice for you to print that out and keep it in a handy place so you always know what's going on. There is a tab here for orientation. Gives you some tips on technology and keys for success. And I may be adding some other areas there for Blackboard if we have questions along the way. And I'll let you know about that. Now, the next section down here is the course activities, and you can see the first area there is course modules. In the course modules tab, if we click on that, you will see that you have module 1 that is open and available to you. And I do only release one module at a time in this class because it's my intention that everybody works together on the same material in the class. You'll see that I have due dates for material in the course schedule, and it's important that you keep up with those due dates. Now, if we click on this on the course module, you will see that it opens up a screen here that takes you through the different steps here. And now you can see this just has an overview, and you can see that there's 10 different pages in this module, and you can click forward here. If you look on where my arrow is in the top right hand corner, you can click through and say, okay, what's the next thing here? And I'm saying, oh, explore the shell and review all the course orientation materials, you can click on these areas that are highlighted. Now, so you can click through each point in the module. You can also, if you want, there's a table of contents. So if you look in the top left-hand corner, see where my arrow is, and I'm circling, you can open up a table of contents. See, I've opened up the table of contents here, and you can skip to anything you want in here, but this is everything that is in Module 1. This is the page we're on now. If we want to go to the next read and print syllabus, that takes you to that. You'll see for Module 1 I also have an article that is posted. This is our reading for this week. You can just click on that. That's a PDF that you can open up and use. I also have videos in each module. Some of the videos are recordings of me, and so if we click on this, you'll see, we'll open it up. My recordings are in YouTube. And
hi, I'm Steve Wagner, and this is
so you can see that you can get to those there. Sometimes I have videos from other sources as well. And then for everything that is on the course schedule, there is a link in the module. So you're supposed to introduce yourself in the forums. Please read that carefully. I have specific instructions. You have an assignment that's due by Sunday evening. You also have your best practices groups where you should be talking with members of your group and getting to know the members of your group. And usually in a module I'll also have a supplemental activity. And so this is, if you want to just take the learning a little bit further, that's why we have that there. Those are the modules, and every week I'll release a new module. The idea is that it's a step-by-step list of what you should be doing in that module, and so you can use it that way. Okay, if you go in the upper left hand corner here, you'll see there's this H button. That'll take us back to the home screen, and you'll see we're back at the announcements, and here's our main menu. And so back to course activities, I also have an area where you can get to all the different assignments, and so there'll be quizzes and case study discussions and experiencing HR assignments and your best practices group project. You can get to all of these through the module, or you can get to them through the assignment. So I give you multiple routes to get to the material you need for class. We are working in groups in a number of things, and that's why this group work areas is important. You have two main types of groups. You have your case study discussion groups, and then you have your best practices groups. You'll see that I am in all of those groups. Not that I'm actually going to be doing the assignments with you, but I'm there to observe and participate as needed in these different group projects. And again, you can get to those through the group work areas, or if you look down below the main menu, there's this area called My Groups. Okay, you see where my arrow's at in the left-hand corner of your screen, and you should see 2 groups. Okay, I know I have 8 groups, 4 case study groups, 4 best practice groups. You are only in 1 case study group and 1 best practice group. So under My Group, you should see 1 case study group and 1 best practices group. You can monitor your grades. If we go back to the main menu, you can see there's the link here, and you can observe your grades. I will always post an announcement when I have new grading that is completed. In communications, there's the course questions area. Again, this is where we're going to start doing our introductions. We can see here someone has already posted to the introductions page, which is great. One thing that I'd like to note in these discussion groups, I always have the option open to subscribe. And so I'm going to click that to subscribe. And what will happen now, whenever anybody posts to the discussion board, now that I have subscribed to this discussion board, I will receive an email when someone has posted. So I think this is always a great idea, because we want you to interact in these discussion boards. It's part of how you're graded, is the degree to which you interact. And so having that subscribe button clicked allows you to know when has someone else posted on the discussion board. Of course, you can email. This email again goes to the governor's state email account. You will not receive email back through Blackboard. You will receive all responses to email through your governor's state account. Okay, so please be aware of that. I also we will be using Blackboard Collaborate. This is a video teleconferencing software. We will be using this in the best practices groups, and so if you haven't used this, you'll become familiar with this. I do have some instructions posted here. I also give you some instructions for Blackboard IM. This is optional. This is software for instant messaging that you can use that will connect you to other people in your class. If people in your groups would like to use that, if that's something you'd like to use, it's available. It's not required. Now, under resources, I have many different, from Blackboard tutorials to connections to the GSU library and the Writing Center, the College of Business homepage, links to student technical support. So if you're having any kind of difficulty or you have questions about the college or anything like that, you might check out these resources. We'll go back to the homepage. I'm just going to wrap it up and just ask you to please contact me whenever you have questions. Whatever method is best for you, don't hesitate to contact me. And please right now be reviewing the syllabus and the schedule so that you're keeping up to date with what we're doing in class. Well, welcome. I look forward to a great semester. I'm very happy that we're all in this class together, and I'll talk to you again soon. Okay, bye.